Good evening and welcome inside the Keith Bodley Arena in Winnipeg, Manitoba. I'm Dave Anthony with the call of this game in the U19 category. The Calgary Fury in black and red versus Pacific Coast in white and blue. Should be a dandy hockey game between these two high-level, highly competitive clubs that have definitely packed the stands, so it's going to be a loud one in here, and it should be an exciting one as well, as both teams will look to grab some early momentum. The officials got the ball. We are just about ready for action. Calgary in black, Pacific Coast in red. Pitter patter, let's get at her. It's some high-level ball hockey on AOTV.ca. The Calgary crowd whooping it up. Pacific Coast soon to match the decibel level. 3 12-minute periods. And here we go. Ball is dropped and we are underway. A quick, fast start to this one as the ball gets dumped into the Pacific Coast corner. Calgary on it quickly, reversing around, and now trying to create some space is 87 in whites. 14 in blacks does a good job to corral him, and now Pacific Coast will wheel all the way out into the offensive zone. Delayed offside, but it's out to center anyway, as Calgary just about forced the turnover. Pacific Coast plays it in. Fontaine faked a body check there, and Calgary quickly moving the ball out the other side, trying to get it to settle down. Kicked it, and Pacific Coast keeps it alive. Osborne puts it towards the goal. It goes off a body and into the corner. The captain of Pacific Coast against the Calgary forwards. This one gets knocked up and into the screen and out of play. Very fast start to this one, as these two teams want to set the tone early. Just 55 seconds in, an offensive zone face-off here for PC. Calgary, the home team. Coast, the away team. The Fury rim this one around with a little bit of space. Coast takes it away, and they force the turnover. This ball up in the air, knocked down, and behind the goal line it goes. On it quickly is the Coast as they keep the Fury to the outside, unable to break it out. The Coast unable to center it. Slamming on the brakes and getting a little bit of space, and now up through to the blue line and out. 2-on-2 forms, 3-on-2 forms. Calgary away with numbers. Cross the lane, now backhanded out in front. And that one's off the goaltender stick and into the corner. Back into center area as it's dumped in by Calgary. Everybody's onside. Telegraphed that pass, picked off. And away come the Coast. They dump it in, they get changes, as do Calgary. Dumping it in, and now the forecheck as Calgary will squeeze in a change. Coast with room in their own zone. 2 minutes gone, opening period, scoreless. Coast in white, Fury in black. Good pressure here by Calgary, just about forces a turnover. Coast able to keep it to the outside for now. Chipped up and away. Good step up by the Calgary defenseman. His bodies fly. Ball ends up out past the red line as the Coast just about picked that one off. Calgary, though, now coughs it up as this one's off a leg and high in the air. Would have been offside for the Coast, as now it gets as far as the red line, and the Coast can play it in deep. Everybody's onside as the goaltender comes out to play it around. Almost picked off, and Calgary just about sent off the other way. This one gets deflected off of a Fury player, and that'll get a whistle. Don't adjust your eyes. They're moving that quick because they have really upped the speed here with the U19 boys. With all due respect to the other competition, the U19 girls, a really good ramp up as well, very fast. And these guys are looking to take it to the next level here with this contest. There we go. We apologize, but thank you to a person here in Winnipeg for letting us know that we were having some technical difficulties. We are back, and we can tell you that it is a 1-0 Pacific Coast lead. A shorthanded goal, the difference. Calgary has this one knocked out to center lane. They play it right back deep. 4 minutes to go in the first period. Calgary was unable to score on their power play, so Coast ends up getting a shorty and kills off the power play. Here's a break-in, trying to get it to settle down, and they had that open lane on the backhand, and a penalty coming. Will it be a penalty shot is the question. No, it's a tripping penalty. That one could have went either way. But Coast will go to the power play as Calgary, down a goal, will need to come up with a big kill here. One nothing at the Keith Bodley. We'll take a break and come back. Thank you. Back inside the oven known as the Keith Bodley in Winnipeg, Manitoba. We thank you for joining us on AOTV. We apologize. We let you know that it's 87 in white. That's the difference maker right now. 1-0 Pacific Coast up on Calgary, and the Coast has the power play and the ball with 3.5 to go. Here is the goal scorer, snapping that one. Good block in front by Calgary. The Fury keeping everything to the outside. Coast waiting for a lane to open up. This might be the lane, just about picked off. Coast controls, shot coming, they score! What a shot by the captain of the Coast. And it's a power play goal that has the Coast out in front, 2-0. Just when nothing looked like was really going to happen for the Coast on that man advantage, that point shot from outside the blue line found its way through everybody in front and into the back of the net. And the Coast double dip here in the first. It's a 2-0 lead with 3:11 to go. So still time for Calgary to make a little noise here, but they need to find another gear and see if they can get some momentum. They were the faster team early on. The Coast survived. They got a shorthanded goal, now a power play goal, and lead 2-0. Outside the blue line and back into the defensive zone, but with the ball, they almost overhandle it, and now the Coast come away with it. Good job by the Calgary defense to stay in the lane, break it up, and now come away with it. Trying to slide it back out in front. Good sliding defense, though, by the Coast. And they turn back the other way with speed. Far side as Calgary will angle off. Fury trying to stretch this play out. Deflected away and deep. This gets flipped back out. They're going to wave flooring. And with 2:20 to go, Calgary snaps it up through middle territory. Everybody's on side as Calgary makes their way in. Good defense, though, by the Coast. Ball out to the blue line, and that one fired in just wide. Off the wall and out, all the way down. It's going to end up hitting the goaltender, so no flooring. Calgary and Coast on a change, so they couldn't get a stretch pass. This gets deflected in, and everybody's still on side with under 2 to go. 2-0 Coast in the first. Coast lift this one up and into neutral territory, poked away. Here is the captain, the latest goal scorer, Fontaine. Slides it through, rebound was there, but unable to get a handle on it. Back towards the outside of the blue line. Big shot coming. That one was deflected but wide. In behind the goal, Coast with 1:25 to go. Trying to go back to the point they do. Dump it in deep. Calgary on their heels a bit here. As Coast slips the seam. The pass was there, but they couldn't connect. Now Calgary will try and counterpunch. Down by 2, the Fury are in. Good defense, though, by the Coast. Keep that one away. There's a penalty coming up here to Calgary as this one gets flipped into the ceiling. It'll be a penalty called on Calgary. So down by 2 with exactly a minute left. Calgary is going to the penalty kill.
You changed it?
I think we got it full screen now for you at home, so thank you very much from the wonderful assistance from people here inside the very hot Keith Bodley. And if you can hear this and you're texting someone in the crowd, I'm not exaggerating when I say it is very hot here. As we have 30 seconds left, Coast up by 2, trying to expand that lead even more before the period comes to an end. Shot coming, and that's off of a good deflection by the goaltender and towards the blue line, kept in. 16 seconds left in the period. Time ticking slowly down, and Calgary will get it and clear it down, and that'll do it for the period. As Calgary forward tried to draw a little interference there, it will not work, and the first period comes to an end. A shorthanded goal and a power play goal. The difference for the Coast right now, they lead 2-0. We'll take a break and come back. You're listening to National Ball Hockey on AOTV.ca. Back here inside the Keith Bodley oven in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Dave Anthony with the call of today's game. 2-0 Coast leading Calgary through the first 12 minutes of play, as the officials have a discussion with the Calgary penalty taker. He's got exactly 1 minute left in his time served. As we get ready to get back underway. This gets dumped into the defensive zone of the Fury, and they're quickly on it. They end up handing that one out, pardon me, as the Coast have one power play goal today, looking for more. Told to walk in, shot coming, whistled wide on the glove side. Bouncing ball to the far side, picked up by the Coast. Back to the point. Nice little give and go. Walking in, shot never made it to the goal, and Osborne able to one-hand it into the corner to keep possession for his team. 20 seconds left in the man advantage. Coast keeping everything to the outside. Back out to the top, shot coming, nice stop, rebounds there. Stopped again. 2 big stops by the Calgary goaltender. Penalty just about to come to the end as we're back to 5-on-5. As the Calgary player makes his way out of the penalty box. The player that came off the bench for him has the ball. Into the offensive zone, trying to make a move, can't. There's going to be too many men on the floor for Calgary. As they had 6, maybe 7 out there at one point. And Calgary's not going to like the call, but it'll be too many men on the floor, so they'll take, a trip right back to the old sin bin. And Pacific Coast goes right back to the power play. Such a tough play because you do have that grace period in front of your bench where you can be in that kind of restricted area. I think the problem was that they had 2 guys out there at the same time, and 6 you maybe can get away with in a game like this, but 7 not so much. So PC goes to work with the extra attacker for his 2nd consecutive play. This gets rimmed around the wall by Calgary and will clear the zone. Nicely done there by the Calgary penalty kill as penalty time ticks away. 20 seconds gone as Coast makes their way up. Trying to bounce that one towards the corner, picked off, and Calgary is going to put that one into the ceiling. And a little frustration on both sides, as Calgary's penalty killers will have an impromptu meeting in front of the goal. And the PC power play will set up shop with a face-off coming to the right of the goaltender. Back underway as play continues. The power play set up for PC, keeping everything to the outside. As we get our issues sorted out here, we appreciate you sticking with us. As we've passed almost 1 minute remaining in the man advantage, and Coast still looking for that shot. This one gets deflected into the roof by Calgary and out of play. 2-0 the lead right now for Pacific Coast. 9:47 in the period, and only 59 seconds remain in the power play, the 2nd in a row for Coast. As they'll have the face-off inside their offensive zone. Again, they've had good zone time, but not much directed towards the net. Calgary's goalies trying to make a couple of saves, but the defense structure has done very well. Just kind of keeping everything to the outside. As this gets into the corner, Coast again with everything to the outside. Shot comes through, and that one hit a body and dropped right down. This one from the point, kicked away by the Calgary netminder. To the blue line, walking in. Coast with 25 seconds left in the man advantage. Comes walking through, shot there through traffic, big rebound. Stopped by the Fury goaltender. Nice stop there. It's a positional save for the goaltender. With all that traffic, he just sets his feet, keeps his eye on that little round orange thing, and makes the stop. And then even with the rebound coming out and available, he was there to quickly pounce into a good butterfly position and keep it 2-0. Face off again to his right with 9:06 to go. One back by Calgary, and they put that one into the ceiling, and that took all of 3 seconds. So another face-off coming here, and Calgary is going to get waived. That's the second time this game that they've gotten waived out of the face-off circle. This time, PC's able to win the draw. Bouncing ball finds its way to the point. Another nice pad stop by the goaltender. Final couple seconds as that gets hammered just wide. Calgary has killed off another power play. They're 2 for 3 on the kill. This ball gets dumped into the corner as Calgary will look to try and set up a forecheck. They freed up the ball, but they couldn't make a play on it. Reversed back around, and PC with time. Chip this off the wall. Hammered right back around. And the Coast can regroup behind their own goal. 8:10 remains in the second period. To the offensive zone, Calgary blocked that and almost gave it away. Good sliding poke there, though, by the defender. Gets the ball in partially deep. A forecheck will get it the rest of the way, and a sharp angled shot is turned away as the Coast wildly swinging his stick, just missed clearing that one out as now Calgary walks in, blocking arm stop. Behind the goal it goes. Calgary getting some smoke, but can they find some fire? The Fury reverse that one back down, and the PC goalie has seen enough. He's going to cover up and get a whistle. Good push by the Fury, but it remains 2-0 in favor of Pacific Coast. A shorthanded and power play goal. The difference right now for the team in white and blue. Calgary will get an offensive zone faceoff, though, in Coast territory. Some last-minute instructions, and now we get the face-off, and Calgary pushes forward, and a big-time stop by the Coast goaltender in tight, robbing Calgary there from cutting the lead in half. Whistle here, and a face-off coming back inside PC territory with 7:27 to go in the opening period. Calgary's been good in this face-off circle. Win another one. Shot coming. Never gets through. Another shot coming. That one also doesn't get through. Couple of good blocks there by Pacific, and now they'll head all the way back down and almost force a turnover as this one gets relayed around. Swung back by Calgary, trying to push forward. Bouncing ball gets into the offensive zone. Coast, though, clears it out. Calgary has to touch up, and they do. Reversing back towards the blue line. Here's a giveaway. The Coast is in. Coast shoots. Great save by Calgary. As Osborne didn't get all on that shot, the goaltender was able to drag that right leg and make a big-time save and mark that down. If Calgary makes a comeback, that might be the save that gets them going. With 6:46 to go, second period, the goaltender doing his part to help his team get back into this game down by a pair. Calgary tries to flip this one out into neutral territory, but knocked down nicely by Coast. Picked right back up by the Fury, though, and away they go with offensive instincts. Kick it in. Shot drifted wide, caught by the goaltender anyway, and with 6.5 to go, we got ourselves a whistle. Face-off inside Coast territory. Calgary starting to push back on the positional play here. Down by 2 in the second period. They've had some looks in this middle frame as Coast walks themselves into a corner. Calgary takes the ball. Lots of movement, but Calgary can't find a way to slip a seam with a pass. Eventually this gets bounced out to the neutral territory and Coast is away. A little 2-on-1 forms. Coast in. Good defense though by the Fury, and now knocked down and into the corner. Swung back around with under 6 to go. Chipped up the wall. Just out of the reach of the Calgary forward, or he would have had a 2-on-1 materialize. Lind for the Coast. Sweeps it across and away they go. Through center lane and in. Shot coming. Big block. Went right back to the Coast player, though. He gets it to the point. Now a point shot coming. And that one hits something and bounced right back out in front. Another shot coming as that one's high off the goaltender. And he'll make that stop. We'll take a break as we have passed the midway point of the period. 5:22 left. Still 2-0 Coast. Back here at Keith Bodley Arena in Winnipeg. Coast able to keep the pressure up here as the Fury try and keep them to the outside. Backhanded down below the goal line. Chipped off the wall to the far side and again kept in momentarily, but now Calgary will wheel out. Chipped to the neutral area and into the offensive zone come the Fury. Sweeping it towards the front of the net, unable. And we're back. Thank you as we try and battle some technical difficulties here inside the Keith Bodley. We appreciate you sticking with us. And again, apologies as Calgary brings it in front and they score! Gotcha back just in time to see a Calgary Fury goal. Or they're going to say it didn't go in, pardon me. No, I'm getting told no to my left. I thought that puck went up, or ball, pardon me, went up and over the shoulder. So you didn't come back to see a Calgary goal just yet. They have an offensive zone faceoff, though. So things could happen with 2:59 to go. It's been a rough go for everybody here in this second to last game of the day as there's a shot that gets deflected up and out of play. Calgary, though, starting to push. They've been the better team in this period as they look to cut the lead in half with under 2:45 to go. This ball is lost and won around by the Coast. Lots of motions by the Coast and a dangerous pass, but they'll be able to break out. Here come the Pacific Coast with speed. Offensive zone. That one's blocked. Back outside, just onside. Coast makes their way in. What a move. Coast in, and that one hit a stick and went into the corner. 2:15 to go. As play continues, a bouncing ball ends up in the body there of a Fury player, and he's able to fight off his check and get it out to the red line. And Calgary just missing getting that one free. Played back in, not going to have enough for Flooring. This one gets shot up neutral territory. One-handed out, nicely done there by the Calgary defender. And away come the Fury. That one whipped in high and over the goal as it comes back around. Poked out and into the bench and out of play. 2-0, the Coast hanging on as the Fury look to cut the lead in half before the end of the period. They do have some positives to build on regardless. As we get 90 seconds remaining here in this second period. Played back into the Coast zone as they got time to regroup. This one is taken away. Calgary's got some time, and the pass in front, loose, shoot, they score! Now it's in! The Fury cut the lead, 77, right place, right time. And with 1:18 to go, the Fury are on the board. For real this time. It was kind of a broken play in the slot. That one extra pass kind of caught everybody a little bit by surprise. The Fury were able to backhand it on goal, and a big rebound popped out, and 77 in black and red is not going to miss a wide open net like that. He hammered it home, and it's a 2-1 Coast lead with 77 seconds left. So Calgary with the momentum, see if they can capitalize again here as this ball gets knocked into the screen and out of play. We'll see where they put the face-off. I think it's going to be inside, actually. So again, Calgary with the momentum and the Coast on their heels a bit. Lots of time. Calgary trying to set something up on the face-off, perhaps. They fight to win the draw, and he did go right to the front of the net, just couldn't make a play on it. Hustling over is Calgary. Final minute of play as there's a big-time shot and a big-time save as the PC goalie makes his presence known with his best save of the game. Stretch pass, a breakaway, Coast is in, and they just couldn't execute as that net comes off from behind the goaltender. Face-off will come outside, but chances at both ends as we make our way towards the end of this second period. Calgary 77 cuts the lead in half, and then a good hard shot stopped by the glove of Coast, and then right back the other way, a breakaway that just couldn't get the handle or the finish. So it remains a 2-1 game, and we're going to take a timeout here with 41 seconds left. We'll take a break. Back here in a 2-1 ball hockey game. Coast puts it on. Calgary with the save. 30 seconds remain in the second period. Airmailing this one down and it connects. Just about figured out by Calgary, but the pass behind the intended target. 20 seconds. Calgary steals, walks in, and that one just about snuck short side. Calgary pushing here as time expiring. 8 seconds left, and do we have a Coast penalty? We do. Momentum swinging and wearing a black and red jersey at this particular moment, as Calgary's got a goal to get within one, and now we'll have a power play with just 8 seconds remaining in the period. So if they don't cash here, they will start the third with a man advantage and feeling pretty good about themselves, at least with their recent play. Coaches on both sides moving the chess pieces around. Calgary will try and get this one back to the point and maybe get a couple of guys in front for a rebound or deflection. Coast is going to just hammer this one down, and that'll do it for the second period. So we'll take a break. It is a 2-1 game. Coast out in front, but Calgary with a man advantage and the momentum. You're listening to the National Ball Hockey Championships on AOTV. Back here at the Keith Bodley, it's a Calgary power play for 4 minutes as they have a grade A opportunity to knot this game up at 2 apiece. Dave Anthony back here with you. We thank you for sticking with us and enjoying this really good game. Packed house here at the Keith Bodley for this hockey contest. One more to go on the day here at the KBA. Fury keep this in as the Coast. They're going to say he drifted into the no-go zone, so the whistle sounds. So face-off will get pulled outside the blue line. Tough break there for Calgary. As this gets won by the Fury, they'll try and chip it in. Bouncing it into the offensive zone corner. Able to dig it out momentarily. And now wheel around. First minute of the power play gone. As Calgary looks for the equalizer. They put this one towards the net. It just hit a foot and went wide. Spun back. Calgary to the blue line. Just outside now. Walk in, survey, one-timer coming, and that one just missed on the far side. Gasps from both sides as Calgary wins the battle. Another shot coming, a fake shot, now a point shot, and now another point. Nope, pass, now we got some room off the side of the goal. As that one had the Calgary faithful up on their feet for just a moment. Now a foot race. It's going to be won by Coast. They give up the ball, but they don't care. They've killed off about 15 seconds and forced Calgary back into their own zone. Third period. 10-10 to go. Slowly to center and in. A little chip and chase for the Calgary power play. As bodies collide along the wall, it's going to be Calgary that wins the day. Good pressure by the PK. They do have one shorthanded goal already, does Coast. Calgary, one time, and they shoot it wide. If he's a right-handed shot, that might be a much better opportunity for the rebound. As that shot's in and they score! Tipped in front, and the Fury have tied it up. It's 2-2. Great set of hands in front by number 95, and the Fury bury a pair and have gotten it back to even. And it's a brand new hockey game with 9:34 to go as Calgary has the momentum. And they're looking for more. This one gets played into the defensive zone of the Coast as they are going to have to weather the Fury storm here a little bit. You might say Calgary's come out with the Fury in this third period to tie the game. As this gets bounced, good defense. Shot in high off the glove, it's in the air. And knocked down, it's loose! Bouncing ball! Calgary's digging! And they thought they scored, but it's a big stop. And the ball ends up behind the goal. The referee gets in the way a little bit as Calgary tries to seal the wall. They can't. Almost stolen by Coast. And now Calgary fights to keep it alive. Great job by number 88 in black and red. As in come the Fury again. That one shot high, hits a stanchion, and comes back out the other side. The Coast just play this one in. Here comes Calgary as they control in their own zone. Off the wall. Give back to the defense and now calm things down a little bit as they make changes. Here comes the wave of black and red. All the way in. The Coast keeping him to the outside. Nice defense. Again to the outside, but the Fury still have it. It's a couple sticks and ends up near the red line. Calgary, though, is able to play it over. Nice little fake there by Calgary. Now directed towards the net. Bouncing ball is cleared away. Calgary trying to get a change in. The Coast able to break out. This one's going to end up on the goaltender as he played it past his defender. Body flies everywhere as the Coast just about picked that off. Now the Fury are away. The pass broken up. Goes right back and gets it though as this one bounced in, and that'll be offside. The Fury, wave after wave. Pacific Coast hanging on and hanging around. 2-2, 7:27 to go. Fans paid for the whole seat, but you only need the edge for this one. As we get a false face-off, we'll have it stay outside the blue line as Calgary will talk it over a little, and now we'll get the ball dropped. Hammered right back into the offensive zone, and away come the Fury. Coast looking to just kind of survive and now turn maybe something up themselves. They need to regain the foothold they had in the first period, though. Calgary has really brought the thunder the last two periods, and they just about directed that one on goal. Loose in the sidewall as Calgary's got it again. Shot coming from the point, doesn't reach the net as that one gets cleared wide. Coast is just kind of waiting to see if Calgary will make a mistake. And if they can take advantage, Coast will look to push here, as Calgary's been the more aggressive team through the last two periods. Fury will look to keep it going while the Coast look to get a little momentum back themselves. Chipped along the wall and out. Here comes Calgary. Wheeling all the way up on the far side. Everybody's onside. Center pass. Now, a quick shot goes wide. Hit along the wall, bouncing off his check and keeping play alive. Calgary one-hands this one down low. Approaching the midway point of the third period. 2-2. Can't get much closer than this. As this gets kicked behind the goal. Rimmed around by Coast. Chipped out, and now we might have a 2-on-2. Coast trying to get free, centering pass. Couldn't get there in time as Calgary whips this one back out to center. Kept in as Coast will get a change. Calm play there by the captain. Here comes Calgary's captain. His shot right off a leg, and away comes the Coast. Driving wide, Coast had the pass go behind the forward. Shot coming off a leg. Still on the side of the goal. Blocked before it could get to the net. Right out to the blue line, and that one hit a body and just about found the far side. Coast now starting to turn it up a little. 5:20 to go. 2-2. Shot coming from distance, big time block. Rebound. Went right back to the Coast, who plays it back in deep. There's a bit of a slash and now a collision. Frees the ball up. And Calgary will just fire this one all the way down. And that'll be flooring. Great energy for this game with under 5 minutes to go. Supporters on both sides are getting a little antsy. There's a lot of more movement from supporters for Calgary and the Pacific Coast in between whistles. As you can tell that these fans are quite invested in this one. One more game coming up tonight after this one. And then we're off until tomorrow. This gets rimmed around as far as the blue line, kept in the Coast. Good job to fight through the check and keep play alive momentarily. But now the Coast have it bounced past and all the way down into their own territory. 4:30 to go. As Calgary keeps this one alive. All the way around. Good job by the Coast to take the body along the wall to free the ball up, and now they can get situated and maybe start something. Fontaine trying to play it in deep and does. This is going to get flipped up into the rafters and out of play. 4:06 to go in a 2-2 game. As Coast and the official have a discussion. Coming up next, it is Team BC Express versus Team Saskatchewan. Should be another tightly contested game just like this. This one's been a dandy. Sharp angle shot from the Coast doesn't reach the net. Trying to play it out in front, intercepted, and away come the Fury. Up through center and in. Just poked out of the reach of the Fury players. Centering pass is there, and he just couldn't get it on goal. Great stretch by the Coast goaltender. Forced him to be perfect, and he just couldn't be. As the body collision, behind the goal draws a crowd. This ball gets flipped out to center, and that'll be a hand pass by the Fury. 3:34 to go, quick break, and we'll be back. Both teams make changes in this 2-2 game. Dave Anthony, thanks so much for joining us here on AOTV. Whipping this one up now and into the offensive zone is the Fury. Pass back to the blue line, shot coming, and that was a tricky little stop there by the Coast goaltender, and then a bit of a poke as the whistle was sounding will draw some attention as a little chattering goes on from both sides. Nothing more comes of that, as you don't want to be the guy that takes that extra penalty in a tie game late. Just gotta have to let it roll off your back a little bit. As this hits into the corner, Calgary controls. Trying to get it to the point, they do. Shot coming, blockered away, and out of play. 3:03 to go. You feel like there's a lot of pressure on the guy running the clock right now, as he's got to be feeling it after a bit of a tough day at times. Everybody's going to be watching that clock now in a 2-2 game with 3 minutes to go. As this one gets drilled around on the near side, Coast trying to chip it out high. Calgary, good hand-eye coordination there by the Fury. Coast follows it up and brings it in. Everybody's on side, touch pass. Coast looking for a bit of a one-timer cross seam. Great read by the Fury defender though, breaks that up and now chipped in. The Coast defender knocks his man down, good without taking a penalty. And now play gets knocked out again out to center ice. The roar of the crowd picks up with 2.5 to go. 3-on-3, Calgary changing. Cross pass in front, and what a stop by the Fury goaltender. And the Fury are taking a penalty. So Calgary's going to be short-handed for the last 2 minutes of this period, as the Coast player got taken down in front. A golden opportunity here for the Coast. A man advantage in a game where they've really been on their heels more than they've been the aggressor. They have a chance to get the lead late. We'll take a break. 2-2. The Coast goes to the power play when we come back. Back here in a tie game, the Coast have a power play late. 2-2 your score. As this gets played off the wall, and just long enough underneath the Calgary goalie, as some more pushing and shoving and some chatter between the two clubs. But again, you don't want to be the guy that gets pulled out of the pile, especially if you're the Coast. You have a power play. 2:04 remains in the period. $1:48 in the man advantage. And Calgary's going to change the penalty killers. Coming right down to the wire in this one, our second last game of the day. Face off, scrummed, one back by the Coast. As the Pacific fan base urges their team on in this tie game. They own the ball at the top of the zone. As Fury fans pick up the pace as well. Everybody's into this one now here at the wonderful Keith Bodley. Shot stopped to the blue line, and the Fury clear it out and down the rink. 90 seconds less than that now in the period. 1:05 in the power play. Fontaine for the Coast. The captain has a bingo here today. He's got himself an icing. Check that flooring. As that's a pass the captain would love to have back, as he just missed springing the Coast forward, and the flooring call will send everybody back, and Calgary will head into the offensive zone. As we try and figure out how they'll break a tie here, or if in fact they do. Calgary's hoping to break the tie here with 73 seconds left in the offensive zone. The Coast win the draw. Now they'll look to break the tie in regulation. This one gets chipped into the offensive zone, and look at the captain of the Coast fly in. Bouncing off checks and now freed up. The alternate captain of the Coast to the captain. 45 seconds left in the period. The Coast set up shop. Calgary with three high. Shot coming. Big time block by 96 in black. That'll hurt tomorrow. Tonight, he doesn't care. He's trying to get this one to the finish as a nice stop by the Calgary goaltender. 10 seconds left in the man advantage. The Fury trying to hold on. The Coast trying to get an open shot, and a big-time block by 19 in black. Saved a goal. The power play is over. We're back to 5-on-5. 10 seconds left in the third period. Shot coming off a body and out of play, and the face-off comes outside the blue line. Great rush in by the Coast to get that offensive zone time. They had a couple of great looks, but the ball's just hitting those in black and red, whether it's the goaltender or the players in front. And with 7 seconds to go, it's 2-2. And here's hoping we get an overtime or a shootout or something to decide this game, because one of these teams deserves to win. Not that the other deserves to lose, but one of these teams deserves to be a winner here. It's been a dandy. One forward by the Coast into the offensive zone. It's fired wide. 2 seconds left, and that's going to do it. 2-2. And it looks like that will be the ball game. So Calgary down 2-0, comes back to get a tie, 2-2. And what was a very even hockey game through the most part, Calgary and the Pacific Coast. So that'll wrap things up here. One more game yet to come. We'll take a break and come back. 3 more periods of ball hockey on tap. You're listening to the National Ball Hockey Championships on AOTV. I'm Dave Anthony. We'll be back after this.